Sophie Gagnon, the executive director of Juripop, is leaving the organization in October. Juripop seeks to offer improved access to justice for all Quebecers and in recent years became a strong voice for women and victims of sexual assault and domestic violence. And Sophie Gagnon joins us now. Sophie, we've had a chance to speak to you a number of times over the past 8 years since you joined Juripop about a number of cases and initiatives, some of which made the media. Why are you choosing to leave now?
It's part of my responsibilities as an executive director to give careful consideration as to that question, which is when is the good time for me to leave? Because there's always a moment where a needy must leave. And I felt that now was the right one because we have a wonderful team in place. So the organization is really grounded on solid foundations. And as for myself personally, after 8 years, I feel serene and I feel that I've accomplished what the vision I had for Juripop. And I'm also excited for my future job that we will be announcing soon.
Okay, well, let's start with your legacy, because you came to Juripop just as the Me Too movement was taking off, when there were not a lot of legal services for sexual assault victims, which kept many of them silent. But you decided to offer free legal services for these victims. Why did you personally choose to make this a priority during your time at Juripop?
Part of my vision for the organization was to work with a feminist approach in providing legal services to vulnerable people. And as you said, the Me Too movement hit Quebec just months after I started as executive director. And we received a phone call from Les Courageuses, the survivors of Gilbert Rozon. I personally met with them the same week that the media started covering the issue. And I was able to realize firsthand how desperate they were for legal advice, for legal support. And that just made a domino effect for Juripop. And today, 8 years later, providing support to victims and survivors amount to approximately a third of the services we're offering at Juripop right now.
And there has been a bit of a backlash lately to the Me Too movement. You've been at the courthouse a lot for Gilbert Rozon's cases on many occasions, where he even said that Me Too ruined his life and he should have just paid off his accusers. Is it still difficult to get the public to believe women in these cases?
I can't speak for the public, but for the judicial system, we've been working really hard in the past years to improve access to justice. And just in December, a few months ago, a new bill was introduced by the Quebec government that really improves access to justice for survivors. And a lot of the provisions were based upon recommendations that Juripop made to the Quebec minister. There's a provision that limits the possibility for someone to use myths and stereotypes in a trial. There's also, it's easier for survivors to be accompanied by a social intervener or social worker during their testimony. So there are several measures that were put in place, not only with the specialized tribunals, but also before the civil courts to improve access to justice. So I'm hoping that although it's not a perfect situation, that it did improve in the past few years.
Okay, I can't let you go without asking you. You mentioned your future, you're excited. Is there a chance for you in politics or government? Is that something you're looking at for the future?
Not for the near future. I'll be joining another nonprofit organization that also serves the public interest. And I'm looking forward to share more details with you soon.
All right. We will look forward to hearing them. Thank you so much, Sophie Gagnon, for joining us tonight.
Thank you.